Hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Power Talks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So it is Tuesday, and I am calling this Tell It Like It Is Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. Hey, over there on Instagram. Hi on Facebook. Facebook, my app always acts a little funny. So sometimes I can see your comments, sometimes I cannot. But Instagram, I see you waving back at you. Hello, hello. For those of you I have not met, you know the drill. I'm Yolanda Haywood, and I am a business and life coach. I help multi-gifted leaders gain clarity and confidence so that they can stop doubting and start doing. One of the reasons I really work with leaders to help them do this is because I know what it's like to feel stuck. I know what it's like to know that you have the knowledge, the skills, the talents, the abilities, and actually want to hit your goals and your dreams and help others, but you don't know how to get there because you don't know how to get the clarity. And when there is no clarity, you will not be confident. You will shake every single time. You won't move into the place that you know you're supposed to be in, and you will not be consistent. You will go in and out, up and down, left and right every single time. And without that consistency, you lack momentum. And you need momentum. As a leader, you need momentum so that you can lead others with efficiency. You need momentum so that you can lead others with the right speed, right? You don't want to always be pulling people. You want people to want to go with you. You want people to follow you, and they don't do that when there's no momentum. And I'm going to tell you something else. When you're in leadership, sometimes the ride isn't always down the hill. Sometimes you've got to go up the hill. There are going to be challenges. And if you don't have enough speed, you won't get there. I want you to consider riding a bicycle. If you've ever found yourself riding a bicycle, going down the hill, so much fun. You feeling the wind, you singing your songs. I put my AirPods in. I love going down the hill with my kids. I take my hands off. It feels good. But when I have to go up the hill, I'm hoping that I kept some of that momentum so I don't have to push as hard. And that's why you need clarity and you need confidence. So listen up. Tell it like it is Tuesday. I might be on here a little longer than 7 minutes for this power talk today because I have something to say. I was talking to a client earlier today, and oftentimes when I am coaching, I say to people, I say, get clear. What is it that you want? Get clear. How will you get there? I want you to gain clarity. What would your next steps look like if you were able to define them? And a lot of times it is focused on the person. It's focused on them. It's focused on what they need, right? But today I had a conversation about someone else infringing upon someone else's boundaries. Sometimes as individuals, you work hard. You do the work, you go to college, you put yourself in the right places, you make the right network, you get in the right positions, etc. And doors open. And when those doors open, you find out that you find yourself with a seat at the table. You've earned your position, right? You know you're supposed to be there. You feel like you're destined to be in the place that you're in. And every now and then there's someone who comes in who wants to devalue you. There's that person that comes in that does not appreciate you, that wants to intimidate you, that wants to humiliate you, that wants to tear down all of the things that you're doing. Don't get it twisted. Every person in leadership doesn't always have another person in leadership supporting them. But there is a political savviness that goes with growing a corporate career. There's some political savviness that has to come with being an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, a businesspreneur, a wealthpreneur, makeupreneur, whatever the preneur is you're adding to the end of your name. You've got to be savvy. You've got to know which battles are worth fighting and which are those that you walk away from, because at the end of the day, sometimes it's about the greater win, right? All right, you need to get clear about which ones you're supposed to be in and which ones you're not supposed to be in. However, every now and then, there are some fights that you just need to step into because there's a greater cause, there's a greater purpose, and there is destiny involved on the other end. If you've ever found yourself in that position of being dissatisfied, if you found yourself saying, I hate my job, you probably don't hate your job. You probably hate the leadership that you're working with, or the culture that you're in, or the people that you're around. It may not necessarily be the actual task. And if so, reach out to me. I have a great friend who's a career coach, and I can connect you with her. That's not what I do, but that is what she does. She'll help you find your dream career. So nevertheless, every now and then you have to choose a certain fight to be in. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes you have to tell it like it is. Now, I don't want anyone to leave this power talk and say, Yolanda said I could tell you a piece of my mind, because no, I did not. That is unprofessional, unbecoming, and it does not represent your personal brand in the marketplace. And that is something I'm very keen on. But what I am saying is you got to decide when it's time to tell the truth. When someone is coming and they are attacking you, and there are microaggressions, or there is discrimination there, or there is devaluing comments, there is someone who is acting in an unprofessional manner, those may not be the time to have your political game, right? That might be the time to be honest, to say, you know what, this is not working for me. Your behavior is not serving our relationship. We cannot move forward. We cannot hit our goals. We cannot be productive in this manner. I choose not to be in this interaction with you. That's a nice way of saying, I'm out. I don't have time to play with you. And you need to know who you are so that you won't shake in your boots when it's time to have those conversations. Crucial conversations are necessary, but you got to know how to have them. And you have to have them in a way that you maintain your character, your professionalism, your ethics, and your integrity. But just because you got to play by the rules doesn't mean you become a doormat. It doesn't mean people get to walk over you. It doesn't mean people don't get to treat you with humanity and human decency. So every now and then, I would like to submit for you to consider that sometimes you really do have to tell it like it is. You need to be honest with the other person. And you know when that becomes easier? When you've been honest with yourself. I tell you all the time, get clear about who you are, get clear about what you want, get clear about where you're heading, because when you're honest with yourself, it is a lot easier to have a crucial conversation with somebody else and offer them the truth. It's a lot easier for you to say, you know what? I don't think that is working. No, that actually was rude. Absolutely, that was demeaning. I think that was inappropriate for this conversation. But if you faking and you pretending and you're not showing up in authentic manner so that you know who you are, you can't navigate someone else because you're still living in the fake of the moment. So be real, be true, be who you are, and be honest. Be honest in the right manner, in the right way, at the right time, so that you can keep your momentum. Don't let other people disqualify you from something that you know you're qualified for. No one gets to ask me to give up my seat at a table that I have earned. I will walk away when it is time for me to walk away. But you don't get to ask me to give up because I make you uncomfortable. It's unfortunate that you feel intimidated. It's unfortunate that you feel that I am X, Y, and Z. Doesn't mean I have to give up my seat at the table. I submit for your consideration that you first need to be honest with yourself and tell the truth, and then you need to be honest with others, because sometimes people need loving correction in order to help them see a better version of themselves. And if you co-sign on it, you are equally as guilty. Sometimes your silence is co-signing on things that you may not agree with. So I challenge you to consider it. I challenge you to look at yourself, to look at the places where you may feel a little miserable. You may feel like I'm frustrated here or there. Be honest with yourself. Someone said grace and truth. Yes, Jen, grace and truth. You need grace and you need truth, because you can't, if you don't handle it in the right way, then you're going to be the one apologizing. People often quoted Michelle Obama saying, when they go low, we go high. But that's not a new principle. Never let somebody else pull you out of your character. I tell my clients all the time, determine what you want your personal brand to be and then be the best representative of it. There's always branding. Everything in the market has a brand. And if you're going to show up, you're in the market and you have a brand. How do you want to be seen? How do you want to be perceived? How do you want to be treated? Sometimes you need to tell it like it is so that you begin to receive what you know you are worthy of. So I'm sure I went a little long today, but I was a little irritated. Silence doesn't always serve us. And when the silence isn't serving you, I want to encourage you to go forward. And I want to encourage you to stand on sound principles so that you can be who you know you are, get where you need to get to, and you don't have to compromise or sacrifice in the process. If you want to connect with me, you can DM me. Y'all know I check my inbox. I get back within 24 hours usually. Or you can also email me at yolanda@yolandahaywood.com or reach me on Facebook, Instagram, or on my website. I appreciate you listening to Power Talks on today, and I look forward to talking to you on Winning Wednesday on tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.